Once you went online with this, how did you wind up recruiting participants to take part in these classes since they weren't able to come to the center?
Once we brought all of our classes to Zoom, we created a master schedule for all four senior centers. And our master schedule was on our Greenwich House website. And that serves as the greenwichhouse.org website serves as our schedule of all the programs that we offer. So anytime anybody brought anything to our attention, like a class here or any programs that for the outside, we put right on that website. We also have an email blast of about 1,000 people, and we send those weekly updates once a week. And every week that we add a class, we send a new email blast out. We also have our social media, our Instagram and our Twitter and our Facebook. We have a Facebook page just for our senior centers. And then through the wellness calls, those 1,500, we had asked our staff to let people know. That was one of our weekly questions on our wellness calls. Do you know what is available online right now? And do you need any assistance getting that right now? So those were that was a question on our wellness calls.
What did you do when you ran into people who were having difficulty either getting online or figuring out how to log on to these classes and participate?
We refer our older adults to other agencies, partnering agencies like OATS, Older Adults Technology Services, and their Senior Planet location in Chelsea. And they have a hotline, and they've been very, very helpful. Other senior centers also have been very helpful with assistance to our seniors. And currently, we're developing our own internal, maybe volunteer-driven technical support class, and that will meet once a week. Hopefully we'll have that up in a few weeks because there are people that have questions about the technology and they know how to get on Zoom on their computer, but they don't know how to do it on their phone, or, they need assistance.
What advice would you have for program directors at other senior centers or senior serving organizations if they've got some trepidation about moving into doing programming online?
Try your best to do as much as you can. Whatever you would do in the senior center, to bring it online is really not that intimidating or really not that hard. I would hate to say it like this, but it's really easy. You would just ask your instructors to get familiar with Zoom and just bring the class onto a Zoom platform and try to educate your community and to let them know that this is something that we should be comfortable with and that we should embrace. And my advice to other senior centers directors would to say, try to just think out of the box a little bit and try to, do whatever you can to make seniors feel comfortable, and think about yourself in their shoes right now.